What's going on over LA Sports? Back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the newest Toronto Raptors signing, that is Otto Porter Jr. Of course, he just won an NBA title with the Golden State Warriors. This happened about 2 or 3 days ago, but I didn't want to put out a video because I wanted to wait to see the figures and obviously the salary numbers, because you can't really fully know exactly what is good or not about the deal when you don't know obviously the salary figures, right? So now we have that information, and now I can get a little bit in depth and talk about Otto Porter Jr., a guy who was just a 3rd overall pick back in 2013. He obviously has, he really hasn't lived up to being a 3rd overall pick, but he has certainly been a good player over the course of his career. He's 29 years of age. He's not super old. He's been in the league for quite a while now. He's going to be entering his 10th season in the NBA. He's a 6'8", 200-pound forward. He could play small forward, power forward, even shooting guard if you need him. He's another perfect match for the Raptors, that versatile guy that can really do anything. He's a 3-and-D kind of wing. He's a great player, and I think it fits the Raptors team perfectly. He's a little bit of that veteran, I guess you could say, that the Raptors were looking for, and they ultimately signed Otto Porter to a 2-year deal worth $12.4 million. So that's $6.2 million per season, with a player option in 2023 and 2024. So Otto Porter Jr. has the full full control of what he does next season. So he could just be a 1-year guy. I ultimately think that he'll choose to stay, unless the Raptors give him a 3-year deal next offseason, so that he could get more long-term money. But ultimately, in his career, he's played 504 games. He's averaged over 10.5 points per game, over 5 boards a game, an assist and a half per game, on 48% shooting from the field, 40% shooting from 3, and 80% shooting from the free throw line. So those are good splits, 48, 40, and 80. That's very good for him. This past season, he averaged 22 minutes a night with the Golden State Warriors in 63 games. He started 15 of those games. It was his first season with the Warriors, in which in the 22 minutes he averaged over 8 points per game, 5.7 rebounds per game, and an assist and a half per game, while recording over a steal and a half block per game. So those are good numbers for Otto Porter Jr. He shot the ball from three-point land well over his career. Very, very well. He's never had a season since his rookie year where he shot worse than 35%. So he's obviously going to bring the flexibility that the Raptors really like, and the versatility that the Raptors really like. So it makes a ton of sense to signing. The Raptors are building up more depth. Their bench and their depth is now looking really nice. But ultimately, like I said, Otto Porter is a great player for the Raptors. He fits their team perfectly. He provides options, and it's just an all-around great signing for the Raptors and Masai Ujiri, and really the entire team. So, as Raptor fans, we should be excited about Otto Porter Jr. As he's going to be that Thad Young type veteran that's going to do a whole bunch of things for us, and he's going to help guys grow, and he's going to be able to help us win. You saw he won the title. He had a huge part in that in this past playoffs with the Warriors. He played 20 minutes a night. He was good defensively. He shot the ball real well. 50% from the field, over 40% from 3. So he obviously did a lot of good things. And like I said, he's going to meet the Raptors' criteria and standards perfectly, and he's going to be a really strong, solid player for the Raptors team. Hopefully for the next 2 years, and possibly even beyond that, given that he's just 29. But guys, that is all I got in this video. You guys let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on the Toronto Raptors signing Otto Porter Jr. to a 2-year, $12.4 million deal at $6.2 million per season with a player option in year number 2. You guys let me know all that good stuff down below in the comment section. I love the deal. You guys let me know. And as always, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys all in the next video. And as always, let's go Raptors.